It is time to bring the heat. Okay, not really. The heat is here. It is the middle of summer if you are in the United States. And maybe it's not the heat you need, but it is the energy you need. During the month of July, so often people are taking off on vacations and the consistency at work starts to slip. And so, how can we utilize our own energy and the energy of our staff to truly supercharge the office, be consistent, be productive and effective, and still have fun in the summer? That is exactly what we are jumping into in this episode. 3 ways to increase your energy at work and help those around you do the same. Here we go. Welcome back to the What If It Works podcast. This is episode 50. We are halfway to 100. I didn't even think about that until I just said the words right now. That is so exciting. Thank you for being here and thank you for listening. And if you are listening to this in real time, you are in the middle of your summer. And I hope you are having a blast. If not, recalculate what do you want for the next few months of summer, or excuse me, the next few weeks of summer that you want to get in. You have every right to take a time out, look around, investigate what you need, and go get it. So instead of throwing yourself a pity party that summer is not going the way you want, hey, take a time out, reflect, take some action, get going. Over this weekend, 4th of July weekend, I heard a lot of people saying like, this weather's been so weird. June was so weird. This was so different. Yep. We don't get to control any of that. What we do get to control is what we do with our time, what we do with our energy. And so let's talk about how you can really bring the energy that you want other people to have with you when you go to work. I don't know about you, but July can be a really inconsistent time. And when things are inconsistent, it's really hard to stay within a consistent momentum, right? Imagine you're bicycling, and while you're on your bike, you are going up and down hills over and over. Your momentum is going to be very different while you are going up and while you are going down, while you are hitting a curve, while you are going back up, right? You're going to have to do more work at different times, and it's not going to be consistent. I want you to think about how can you set up your next month or your week, this week coming up, with consistency so that you can stay consistently pedaling, bringing that positive energy and feel that momentum on your bike ride, right? And so first we start out with ourselves. Number 1, ways to increase energy is do a little check on where your energy level is at. So many of us think that we want other people bringing this positive energy to work, and yet we're not always reflecting that at the same time. And so let's do a little investigation. Where is your energy level at right now in this season? For example, we're about to leave on a 4-day vacation and my energy is all over the place. Number 1, I want to be doing the fun things on the weekend with family. Number 2, I need to get packing. Number 3, we have somebody coming over to dog sit, so I need to clean the house. And you can just hear the inconsistency in all the things that I need to get done. And you can hear how my mind might be going 10 different ways, and yours might be too. You may have a vacation coming up in a week. So this week at work, you're super focused on getting every little thing done and making sure everything is in shape for you to then be gone. Or maybe you're not even thinking about work because you are spending your time at work thinking about all the things you need to get done at home in order for this to be a great vacation. And so we really need to think about ourselves and the energy level we're bringing. And not only energy, I guess I'm going to kind of go on a little tangent here. What can you do to bring consistent energy? It's to create a consistent structure at work. And so I'm thinking about just you for yourself. What are you doing when you walk in the office? Are you walking around? Are you checking your email? Are you checking in with other people? Are you making sure everyone else is good to go before you sit down at your desk at 10 a.m.? Or Are you walking in, going straight to that desk, getting super focused? What do I need to accomplish today? What do I need to accomplish this week so that I can go on that vacation and I can enjoy myself, right? And so really think about yourself and the systems you have in place. Maybe just this week or this month, you really start saying, hey, from 11 to noon before my lunch hour, I am not going to be interrupted. I'm going to shut the door. I was recently reintroduced to the Pomodoro effect. This is a way for you to stay very consistent and focused at work. It's by setting a 25-minute timer of productivity. I am going to work on this newsletter for the next 25 minutes. I am going to work on canceling out or getting rid of all my emails in the next 25 minutes. And you set a timer and you stick to it. And every time your brain says, oh, don't forget, you need to set up a Zoom meeting with, no. You maybe make a little note off to the right, and then you get back focused on the task you need to focus on. And so this has been a game changer. We've been using this at Writing Club, where we are focused for 25 minutes. And every time I want to go search for a word or I want to go search for a way to create an outline, I'm like, nope, and keep writing. You can do that in a minute. And so after 25 minutes, you take a 5-minute break. You can get up, walk around, get a drink of water, refill your coffee. Then you come back, you set that 25-minute timer back on again. Maybe this is what you need to stay consistent at work in an inconsistent environment or an inconsistent schedule for you because it is summer and maybe you've got a soccer tournament or a baseball tournament and you're leaving early on Friday. And so really think about how you can get consistent at work. That's going to allow you to get consistent in the energy you are bringing to work. Let's talk about that energy a little bit. Not only can we have nervous energy about things that need to get done or employees that are gone and we've got to cover for their shifts, we can also be bringing like a lull in energy because we are giving so much on the weekends. Maybe we're going to the lake every other weekend. And while you're at the lake, you're in the sun and you're tired and you're doing all the things with all the kids and all the people. And then you come to work Monday morning and you've got this lull in energy because you just spent so much energy this weekend. Really think about how you can rejuvenate yourself Monday morning to stay focused so that you can go enjoy those weekends again and again and again, right? Or sports on the weeknights and things like that. So number one, ways to increase your energy is take a look at what energy you are bringing and then know the energy that you need to bring. Pump yourself up in the car, listen to music. Maybe you listen to nothing on the drive over to really reset your energy, whatever it is that you need to do to focus on you to bring the energy you need at work. Number two, let's focus on everybody else. So as we just got done saying, you might be experiencing a lull of energy on Monday or on Wednesday or after a late game night. You might be experiencing nervous energy because of all the things you have to do. I need you to realize that might be everyone else in your office too. This is a fun time, especially if you're in Minnesota. We do not get a lot of great weather days. And so when there is a great weather day, people do want to go utilize it and be outside and be energized by being in the beautiful Minnesota weather. But at the same time, that does draw their focus potentially away from work. And so how can we have that consistency in the office so that you and others can thrive? And so with systems and creating clear systems for your people, I also want you thinking about how can you be doing that in the office to create consistency so that you can keep that momentum going. So I know we just talked about you got to work on you, but now you've got to bring those same systems that you're utilizing to keep yourself moving and momentum being created, bringing that to the office. So what are some things as a leader you can bring to the office to create some consistency? Maybe it's a Monday check-in. Maybe it's moving a Wednesday staff meeting to Monday staff meetings so that everybody can be on the same page and rejuvenated for the week. I worked with a group of farmers over the winter, which for farmers is kind of like the opposite for people in the corporate world in the summer. In the winter, lots of people are taking time off or they're going ice fishing and they're doing different tasks because they don't need to be at work every day all the time. And so this group of farmers was talking about, man, how do we keep the consistent energy going when so many of us are taking time off and they're not doing it all at the same time? And so they developed a calendar that they were going to put anytime they had appointments, anytime they were going to be away from the farm, anytime they were not going to be engaged with the team. And so on Monday, they had a meeting. They took a look at their calendar and they were like, all right, so and so is going to be gone Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The other one has an appointment on Tuesday morning, right? So you could visually see what's going to happen. And then they could adjust the tasks that they needed to do to match the momentum they needed to create with their full-time workers who are there Monday through Friday. And so this is something for you to be thinking about as a leader. Maybe you're going to be gone on vacation. Maybe other people on your team are going to be gone on vacation. So how can you keep that consistent communication while people are absent? We want to allow them to literally walk away from work and not worry about emails, not worry about checking in. So what systems do you need to create that you've already noticed, right? What I love about talking about this in July is you already saw what happened in June. You already saw what happened over the 4th of July. So now instead of allowing that to continue for all of July and August, let's evaluate it right now. Let's investigate it. And then let's figure out a system that works for the rest of the summer so that everybody can be staying consistent and continuing to build that momentum, because we don't want to lose momentum because summer is here and people are on vacation. We want to keep that momentum going consistently. And so what systems can you put in place? By the way, if you have a system you are already using that you find really helpful over the summer, please make sure to comment that or send me an email with that so I can share with the listeners as well. You can email me at impact@anvote.com or drop a comment on this either YouTube video or on Spotify as well. But what can you be doing to keep that consistency going? And maybe for some of you, this is a daily check-in. I work with a lot of people in manufacturing, and a lot of them have really started going into daily check-ins over the summer because so many people are gone, and they still have the expectation that they are going to get as much work done as if they had a full staff. And so is it daily check-ins? Is it an email check-in? Is it check-in on Discord or Slack or whatever online program you're using, where you're just double checking where's everybody at, who's gone this week? This is where we need to lean a little bit more, or we need to focus a little bit more because of certain absences. Make sure you are doing that. That is how the energy is going to stay up. If I am someone who doesn't take a vacation in the summer, I am someone who comes to work every day, Monday through Friday, but I am watching everyone else just get up and leave and go have vacations and go have fun, and I'm left with all of their workload because I didn't choose to take a vacation. Think about that employee too, because there are people who are going to be staying consistent the whole time, and they may experience a lull in their energy because they're taking over for everyone else while they're gone. So make sure you are nurturing that energy. You are appreciating the people who are there. You are appreciating the people who have stepped up while others have been gone, but also that you appreciated the people who did leave and go on vacation, clearly communicated with the team so that the team could keep moving. Maybe that's something you add in on that Monday morning or that Monday afternoon meeting is, hey, thanks last week to so-and-so and so-and-so for really stepping in and taking care of the front desk while so-and-so was on vacation. This week, this person is on vacation. Here's what we need to do for that. So just make sure that the energy is staying positive, even though you may have inconsistency going on in the schedule. Some of you are really going to dislike this third one, and that is okay. We can all have different opinions. My third idea of ways to bring energy to work is to make it fun. What can you be doing to make coming to work enjoyable when it's gorgeous outside and everyone just wants to be out there? Is that maybe bringing food to the office? Is that having pizza in the lounge or having sandwiches brought? Is it even just having a potluck? giving something for people to look forward to and have fun with. Now, the reason I know some of you are going to dislike this is I hear this all the time. And we shouldn't have to reward people for just doing their jobs. They just come and do their job. We already pay them. I hear you. But let me tell you, there was a Gallup workforce study, and the number one way people felt that they were valued was through words of appreciation. And the number two way that people felt valued was when free food was delivered. So it's not me. It's not me making this up and telling you that having food in the lounge, having donuts, having cookies, having, the best, the person who smokes meat the best, come bring the smoker and make some smoked meat for lunch and sandwiches. Let me tell you, thousands and thousands of people voted that as the number two option of ways they feel appreciated at work. And so it's not just about bringing the fun, it's also about bringing the appreciation. And what happens when people feel appreciated? They have an increase in positive energy. And so, how can we be increasing energy at work? By doing little things. So, number one, I'm going to suggest having you bring food in, or make it a potluck, or have somebody bring a new thing every Friday, have people sign up, whatever it is. Now, by the way, there are some people that thrive when given the opportunity to bring in food. They love it. They are so excited. I used to work with a mom's group. I was the coordinator. And there were people every time who would be like, do we have enough food? If not, I can make. And they would like rattle off these incredible recipes. And then there's other people who are like, I'm just going to run to the store and pick something up. I hate bringing food. So make sure that there's a way for you to either engage people or do it yourself so that it does increase the energy and not decrease the energy at work. The other thing to think about of making people feel appreciated, and that's how you get that positive energy, is giving that appreciation. Where can you be giving compliments? Where can you be giving words of appreciation in staff meetings? Or even just sending emails. Hey, last week while you were gone, everything worked so smoothly. Thank you so much for setting up your team for success. It went so well. Or, hey, I just saw the email you sent about what people need to do while you're absent next week. Thank you so much for helping us understand what tasks need to get accomplished. I really appreciate that. Whatever it is, that is going to increase the positive energy at work, because when people feel appreciated, they bring up their energy level. When people feel grateful, yourself, when you are grateful, it brings up your energy level as well. And so what can you be doing in the office to bring up that energy and bring up that excitement? I want you to drop a comment in here to tell me what are some ways you guys do bringing up the energy level. Another thought that I just had of Fridays, because I mentioned the word Friday, is in my daughter's middle school in 5th grade, they had flannel Fridays, and it really did like pull everybody together. So is there something you're doing on Fridays that bring up the energy level in the office, bring up the conversation, have a little fun, and obviously get work done at the same time? So share with me your tips of what you are doing to bring the energy level at work. And if you are feeling like, Anne, I just listened to all of this and man, we are so far gone. None of these are going to work. Like our energy is so in the hole that none of these are going to bring us up. We need to have a conversation. So shoot me an email, impact@anvote.com. There is a way that you and I can talk about what you can control, and we can take a look at the atmosphere that you have and how we can make that a better place for you first and foremost. I get it. It is hard when you are in an environment where there is not positive energy. It is like an energy drainer. And so we really need to help you with that. And there is no cost to that. This is just like a conversation, me helping you get up out of that negative rut and up into the positive and take your team along with you. So please feel free to reach out. If you are looking for some energy boost in the office and you have an event coming up where you would love to have myself as a keynote speaker, please also reach out. You can learn more at anvote.com/speaking. That's where you can learn about what I talk on, what are some of my topics, and we can connect to see if there is an opportunity for me to bring the energy, bring the accountability, and create a thriving culture for you at work. I hope you are having a delightful summer. You go out there and continue to do that. I'm so grateful that you're here. If you have not dropped a review, please do that. That is helping this podcast get to other leaders just like you and continue to create change around us.